Lately, I've been feeling a lack of motivation, a bit of self-victimization, and as hard as it can be to say out loud, my self-confidence has taken a bit of a dive. Add to that the physical attributes that have been affected as well. A bit of weight gain, heartburn, digestive issues, and general heaviness within the body. If you can relate, please click the like button. And even if in this moment you don't relate, this flow at the very least will help to maintain balance in the third chakra, the chakra of inner power and purpose, Manipura. I'm B, a certified yoga and meditation teacher. This practice will see us moving to build fire in our navel chakra, Manipura, or otherwise known as the solar plexus chakra, helping to generate the power from within to continue to show up for ourselves and the world around us. Come stoke the inner fire with me. Find your presence, and you might then discover, or perhaps rediscover, that innate instinct to keep going. Let's meet on the mat. Let's begin by arriving with the breath in the body. So sitting up nice and tall, create some space between each vertebrae of the spine as we reach up through the crown. Close down the eyes. And just notice the breath as it inhales and exhales through the nasal passage. Pay attention to how the body responds to each inhale and how it softens on each exhale. Find full Agni Raj breath now as you breathe deep into the pelvic bowl. Fill the belly, fill the chest, and allow the breath to open and expand into the collarbones. Exhale draws the navel toward the spine. Shoulder blades melt down the back. And the breath is guided by a gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. We'll move into our Kapalabhati pranayama. Keeping the eyes closed. We'll breathe with moderate force through the nostrils, and as we do so, the navel will draw toward the spine. Short, sharp exhales. The inhale is voluntary, so there's nothing to do with the inhale. And it looks a little like this. So as you exhale, the belly draws in and up, and it's a quick movement. So as you become familiar with that, you'll recognize that the inhale just happens automatically. Let's begin. Take a deep inhale. Hold the breath at the top. Draw the belly in and up. Hold the breath until you can hold it no longer. Gently release on the exhale. Slowly. Allow the body to soften. Just allow the breath now to return to its natural rhythm. Eyes remain closed. Take the gaze in and up to the midpoint between the brow and slightly up, the mind's eye. Just become aware of the sensations throughout the body. There's a softening of the gaze as it goes inward. A release of the chatter within the mind. And just witness as you invite the unfolding. Bow the head. Just gently flutter the eyelids open. Extend the legs out long. Flex the feet. Breathe in. Really reach through the crown, creating that space through the spine. Grounding down through the sit bones. Hinge at the hip crease. Fold the torso over the legs. Coming into Paschimottanasana. Breathing in, find length in the spine. Breathing out, maybe soften a little further at the hinge, at the hips. Trying to maintain the integrity of the spine, just close down the eyes. Focus on that deep Agni Raj inhale, filling the torso like water filling a glass. And exhale is guided by that gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. Navel draws toward the spine. One more breath here. Inhale, lift the torso as you engage the core. Bend the right knee. Bring the sole of the right foot to the outside of the left thigh. Ground down through the sit bones, reach up through the crown, and as you exhale, rotate the torso to the right, hug the right knee with the left arm, fingertips of the right hand come behind, and just find space within the spine. Find space within the twist. Moving the breath to the solar plexus as we move into this twist. The area just above the navel center. Inhale, lift, lengthen, create more space. Exhale, just allow the breath to be guided by the internal movement of the pelvic bowl. Navel draws toward the spine. Shoulders fall away from the ears. One more breath. Unwind from the twist. Extend the right leg out long. Bend into the left knee. Bring the left foot to the outside of the right thigh. Ground down through the sit bones. As you inhale, really send the breath from the base of the spine through the collarbone, maybe reaching it up through the crown. And as you exhale, rotate towards the left. Hug the left knee. Fingertips of the right hand are light on the earth behind. The spine is long. The inhale reaches from the depths of the base of the spine to the heights of the crown of the head. And the exhale draws the navel toward the spine, igniting that energy within as we rotate a little deeper into the twist. Gaze can be to the side. Try not to strain the neck if you want to reach towards the back. One more breath. Shoulder blades melt down the back as you inhale. And as you exhale, navel draws a little closer toward the spine. Inhale, slowly unwind from the twist. Extend the feet out long. Bring the hands just behind the back, fingertips pointing towards the toes. Press into the palms as we point the toes, lift the hips, come into a reverse plank. So we're lifting the hips, shining the heart to the sky, reach through the crown. Focus on the breath. Engage the core. One more breath. Lift that little bit higher in the hips. Exhale, release. Nicely done. Roll over the knees. Come to find a neutral tabletop position. Shoulders over the wrists. Hips over the knees. As you inhale, Lower the belly, lift the chest, lift the chin, gaze is up. Exhale, start to tuck the tail toward the earth as we begin to round into the upper back. Draw the chin towards the chest, come into cat. Feel the full movement of the spine. Inhale, lower the belly, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the tail, round and arch, come into cat. One more time. Meeting now back in neutral, tabletop, feet about hips width apart, tuck the toes, press into the palms, lift the tail, Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take a moment here in this pose and feel the lengthening of the body from the fingertips through to the hips. The hips back down to the heels. Internally rotate the elbows toward each other, opening through the collarbone. Gaze is toward the back of the mat. Find an opening through the back of the neck. Micro bend in the knees. As you inhale, take the breath into the seat. Notice as it lifts up and back and the chest draws a little closer toward the thighs. Breathe into the space you create here. Inhale. Look to the top of the mat, step the feet between the hands, bring the hands to the shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other, gaze is on the ground, reach through the crown, pull through the tail, nice flat back. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise to standing, sweep the arms overhead, thumbs point back, shoulder blades melt down the back. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Lower the hands, inhale, sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana, allow the head and neck to hang. Inhale, hands to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step the right foot back, come into your lunge, build your foundation, stacking the back heel over the toes. Breathe in, sweep the arms forward, rise into crescent. Take the inhale to the base of the spine as you breathe into that inner power. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back into plank, whole body activation. Option to lower down in a modified chaturanga. Draw the elbows to the side body, drop the knees, lower the torso, or come into full chaturanga. Elbows to the side body, lower down halfway. As you inhale, untuck the toes. Press into the palms, lift the chest, upward facing dog. Thighs are away from the mat, shoulder blades melt down the back. Exhale, tuck the toes. Send the tail to the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale, send the right leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, bring the knee to the chest, step the foot between the hands. Come into your lunge. Inhale, arms forward, frame the face, rise into crescent. Good, nice and strong. Navel draws to spine on the exhale. As we inhale now, take a short step forward. Back foot about 45 degrees. Hands to the sacrum. Inhale, lift and create space. Exhale, hinge at the hip crease. Fold forward. Option to remain here at half mast. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. If you want to go that little bit further, release the chest closer toward the thighs. You can release the hands down to meet the foot. Drop the head and neck. You can reach the hands back towards the back of the mat. Find length through the spine on the inhale. Become aware of the exhale as it's guided by that gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. One more breath. Inhale, just frame that front foot. Lift halfway. We're going to come into a revolved triangle now. You can keep the left hand on the inside of the right foot. Bring the right hand to the sacrum. Gently rotate the shoulder towards the right, opening up through the heart space. If you want to go that little bit further, send the right arm out to the side. Draw the shoulder back into the socket as you lift the arm up to the sky. Right hip draws back, left hip forward. Focus on the breath. When we begin to master the breath, we begin to master the pose. Where the mind goes, energy flows. One more breath. Really lengthen through the spine. Exhale. Bring the right hand back to the sacrum. Release the right hand, squaring off the torso. As we inhale, really engage the core. Step forward. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise. Urdhva Hastasana, thumbs point back. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Lower the hands. Send the breath from the seat. As we inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, folding forward, head and neck hang, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, inflate the back. Nice long spine, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale with control. Step the left foot back. Come into your lunge. Build your foundation. Breathe in. Sweep the arms forward. Rise into crescent. Shoulder blades melt down the back. Bend into that front knee. Exhale, frame the front foot. Step back into plank. Whole body activation. As you exhale, lower down in your version of Chaturanga. Inhale, push into the palms. Lift the chest, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, send the tail to the sky. Downward facing dog. Breathing in, send the left leg to the sky. Three-legged down dog. Exhale, knee to the chest. Step the foot between the hands. Come into your lunge as you inhale, sweep the arms forward, frame the face. Rise into crescent. Take an exhale. Inhale, fill the torso like water filling a glass. Exhale, short step the back foot forward. Back foot is about 45-degree angle. As you exhale, reach through the fingertips, hinge at the hips, fold forward halfway. Option to remain here. You can release the hands to the mat. Bring the chest closer toward the thighs. Squaring off the hips, drawing the left hip forward, right hip back. Gaze is towards the back of the mat as we allow the head and neck to hang. Breathing into our pyramid pose. One more full breath. Navel draws to spine on the exhale. Inhale, lift halfway. Option to remain here. Or you can bring the right hand just on the inside of the left foot. Bring the left hand to the sacrum. Rotate the left shoulder to the sky, finding a twist and an opening. Option to remain here in your twist. If you want to go a little bit further, extend the left arm out long. Draw the left shoulder into the socket as you lift the arm. Focus on the breath to maintain your balance. The inhale reaches into the crown, pulling the spine away from the pelvis. Exhale is guided by the gentle contraction of the pelvic floor. One more breath. Good. Unwind from the twist, bring the hand back to the sacrum. Beautiful. Frame the front foot. Step forward. Fold forward. Uttanasana. Just allow the head and neck to hang. Inhale, rise to standing Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samastiti. Lower the hands. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Thumbs point back. Exhale, falling forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bend into the knees, bring the buttocks to the earth. Tuck the right foot underneath the left thigh, bring it towards the glute. We're going to extend that left leg, grasping hold of the sole of the foot. Now you can keep the knee bent, or you can try to extend the knee. Just go to where your body allows. We're really grounding down through the sit bones. The inhale allows us to reach up through the crown and create space between each vertebrae. We're going to move into our solar plexus chakra again and stimulate the energy here in this space. So you can remain here, torso squared, or you can grasp hold of the blade edge of the left foot with the right hand. Take some space as you inhale, and as you exhale, rotate the torso towards the left. Send the left arm out to the side. Shoulder blades melt down the back. Breathe into the belly. Move the breath from the belly into the collarbone. And embrace the exhale. This is guided by that contraction of the pelvic floor. Drawing the navel to the spine, giving you the opportunity to go a little bit deeper. One last breath. Unwind from the twist. Bend into that knee. Release the left foot to meet the earth. Untuck the right foot. Tuck the left foot underneath the right thigh, bringing the foot to the glute or the heel to the glute. Lift that right foot. Option to keep the bend in the right knee, grasping hold of the foot with the hands. Maybe you're grasping hold of the ankle. Maybe you have a bend in the right knee and that's where you remain, and that is perfectly normal. Just going to where your body allows. So maintaining the integrity of the spine. If you want to go that little bit further, you can extend that right knee. Shoulder blades melt down the back as you reach up through the crown. I'm going to move into our solar plexus chakra now. Grasp hold of the outside of the right foot with the left hand. Find that length through the spine. Exhale, rotate towards the right. Extend the right arm out towards the back, arm at shoulder height. Gaze is out to the side. Option here to gaze over the back, but try not to strain the neck. So if you find there's a little bit of strain, just leave the gaze towards the side. Really focus on the depth of the inhale, allowing it to create that space through the torso as it reaches into the collarbone. And finding that warm embrace on the exhale as you're guided safely into the twist by the pelvic contraction, navel drawing toward the spine. One more breath. Bring that right arm back around as we unwind from the twist. Bend the right knee. Rest the foot on the earth. Scooch back a little bit as we extend the legs, bringing our practice to a close the same way we opened. Ground down through the sit bones. Create space through the spine as you reach through the crown. Hinge at the hip crease. Allow the torso to fall over the legs. Just going to where your body allows. So if you're in a slightly tighter body, maybe you're up here. That's still your forward bend. Close down the eyes. Giving the opportunity for the energy in this space to find calm, to find peace. A moment for introspection, to explore our own inner wisdom. Inhale, lift the torso, come back to seated. Lay back now into Shavasana, corpse pose. Feet about hips width apart. Allow the feet to fall to the edges of the mat. Arms resting beside the body. Gently tuck the shoulder blades underneath the chest. And draw the chin away from the chest, encouraging the natural curve of the spine. Relax the muscles in the face. If you're lucky enough to be practicing outside, pay attention to the caress of the sun rays on the skin. If you're inside, visualize the gentle touch, the beautiful caress of the sun rays through the dappled shadow light. Begin to relax the muscles within the body. Paying particular attention to the abdomen, releasing any tension or discomfort in this area. Give the body permission to relax. And begin to witness as you allow the muscles within the belly and the abdomen soften and deepen and become heavy as they melt into the earth. Become aware of the breath. The rise and fall of the belly and the chest on the inhale and the exhale, no different to the rise and fall of the sun and the moon. Begin to find movement in the fingers and the toes. You can gently sway the head and neck from side to side. Sweep the arms overhead, find a nice long spine, really stretch the fingertips, pull through the toes. And when you're ready, roll to your most comfortable side, using the bicep as a pillow, and observe. Pressing into the palm, begin to find rise and a comfortable seat, keeping the eyes closed. Breathing in, sweep the arms out and up. And just drawing the energy of this practice. Bring the hands to meet down at heart center as you exhale. Thumbs find a connection with the heart space as we cultivate a deep sense of gratitude for our body, for our mind, and for our breath. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for your practice, and thank you for allowing me to guide you through that practice. With this pranayama and these particular asanas, we're able to move the energy within this navel chakra space, within our manipura, helping to ignite a fire within and help us find that inner willpower to continue on our mission and stay focused on our purpose, whatever that may be. If you would like to continue to build that fire, I recommend this meditation just up here. Keep making magic in this world from your space at your own pace, because it's exactly what the world needs. Namaste.